All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set, 60 outlaw. Watch the crowd, watch the crowd. Watch the eye. Look at me. Go. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
All day, every day, any day. 36. Hey, Sam off. Check three. Blue draw Corker. Fight.
Now Allen. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now again, right side. It's Allen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Pilot, 64. Weak. Rock it. Shoot.
Here's Allen. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Good night, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the out. Check 31. Topper. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Cut. Go. Hey, Foxtrot. You hard. You got to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Got it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Hey, Zoo. Protect the backer. Yep. I got him. On me. Go.
Now back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Go.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Gunn. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Shoot. Recon, 152 fighter.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. 8-3. 54. Squeeze, double. Hey, seam 6. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is the tight end Fant. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch it before. Oh, here we go.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Ready? Check, 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 check. Go out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, yeah. Check, check. Go. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
61, matchbox white. Check safety, check safety. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, gone, gone. Flare, flare, flare. They go.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this Texans defense stands tall.
On the set. 56, right there, 56. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Come on,
they get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
X3, 218, chop.
They'll run with Allen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Bravo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Let's go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go, go. Bam, bam. Kill, kill. Check 99. Look at me. Go, go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Rock it.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
General West. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Switch. Switch. Blue draw quarters. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right. Rip right. Five.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Lindsey, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. And watch the leg. Hey! Right there, 54. Hey, exit. Hard, hard. Shoot.
To throw on second down. Gunn, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Hey, high 7. Off the screen. Hey. Get it.
Looking to throw. Gunn. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam. Squeeze. Hey, Haywood. Hey, lock it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Hey, Charlie!
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch safety three, watch safety. Go. Safety three,
now a carry for Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Gunn. That's caught. It's Coleman. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Right there, 54, right there, 50. Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. A first down carry now for Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Kill. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Switch.
X3. 218. Chop it. Let's go.
Now a carry for Allen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Taimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Look at me. Zipper.
Another run by Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on 1st down. Morgan, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What we got? Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, Alpha. Big grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Yep.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
Spawn. No. Mike's 54.
80 weapons. Hey, Delta. 5.
Looking to throw. Gunn. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. On second down, it's Morgan. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, Gunn. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Get away. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill, 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 kill.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 50.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Check 43.
On first down, Lindsey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, lock it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready?
Check right 54. Right 54. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, zoom.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Go.
It's got to be a...
And the blitz does come.
It's got to be a...
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
On the side.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You go tight.
Hey.
You got tight.
Ready?
They'll try the left side. It's Morgan. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Morgan. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check out 3.
You draw quarter.
3. Check 3.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Bravo.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Ready?
56 is the mic. Watch the pass. Shoot.
Go.
Slam. Shoot.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Twist. Rush in. Whip.
Fair. Hey, exit.
Out.
He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
70, Indy.
Got one. Check.
Hey. High 7. Hey.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Back to throw. The left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mullins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Now. Hey, Haywood. Now.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Tight down.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch out.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 60.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Go.
He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Broncos.
Undercut. Look at me. Zipper.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Under 10. 10. Bang. Check. Check.
Hard.
Check out.
Go. Yep. Move. Yes.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Fight.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I'm ready.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Ready?
We play to win. Let's go. Check nickel. Watch twist.
Leo. Go. Ready?
On first down, it's Morgan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Exit. No. Watch twist.
Squeeze. Get it.
Now it's Lindsey. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Broncos, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.